What's going on? So today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm actually in my kitchen with a special guest, MrBeast. And the reason why MrBeast is here is because he recently did an interview where he talked about how he utilizes a couple of key factors to manipulate YouTube's algorithm and help him grow his channel into the massive successful YouTuber that he is. And if you want one of these super cool MrBeast bobblehead looking doll thingies, stay tuned because later on in this video I'll tell you how to get one from me to you for free. Now before we get started, whatever you do, don't forget to subscribe and set up notifications because I also share the same methods. I used to grow multiple YouTube channels and have helped thousands of other YouTubers grow their channels as well, and many of them are now partners. And for those who have been interested in just getting all my personal methods and tools all at once for growing YouTube channels quickly, becoming a YouTube partner, earning AdSense revenue, even monetizing your channels for additional automated income just like I do, check out the link in the description to my video series where you can literally watch over my shoulder, copy me, and set this up for yourself. And if you do click the link and come over here to where the video series is and scroll down a bit, you're going to see something cool because it really doesn't matter if I can do this, it matters if you can use this information to do it for yourself. And so here I have YouTubers that are enrolled in the course and they're just simply following the steps, using the information I'm sharing with them, and they're sharing their results right here. And even updated the course with a new section on how to get your channel monetized in about 2 weeks, and I have students actually reporting back that they're getting it done in as little as 11 days using that information in that section alone. So again, that link is in the description. So that's right, as I discussed at the beginning of this video, MrBeast was interviewed not that long ago and he shared some key factors to his success and for growing on YouTube, and they are very, very simple. He even explained that these key factors have been the same for over 6 years, and he said he always finds it amusing when people will talk to him about YouTube and say, "Hey bro, I just noticed a shift in the YouTube algorithm." And MrBeast finds that amusing because to him, the YouTube algorithm is not that complex. It comes down to 2 key metrics that you can look at in your analytics. First of all, you have to think, what's YouTube's goal? YouTube's goal is simple. YouTube's goal is to keep people on its platform. And to do that, it's going to use your content to keep them on their platform. And to do that, it's going to pick the content it feels that people are going to want to watch the most. And it's going to do that with 2 very simple metrics. The first one is called click-through rate. And click-through rate is very simple. When someone uploads a video, YouTube's going to give that video a chance. It's going to show it around its platform a little bit, and it's going to test and see for every time it shows it, how many people actually click on that video. The higher that number, the higher that rate, the better and the more YouTube's going to push that video. Because again, YouTube wants to keep people on its platform. So if 10 people upload a video at the same time and YouTube shows all 10 together and 2 of those videos get clicked on, then the rest of those videos, guess what's going to happen to the rest of those videos? YouTube's not going to waste its time showing them around its platform as much. YouTube's going to focus on showing the 2 that got the most click-through rate around its platform. So if you're not investing your time in creating clickable thumbnails or making very nice titles that entice people to click on them, your click-through rate is not going to do very well. And if you look at MrBeast's thumbnails and you look at the titles of his videos, you can easily see why they are so clickable. And so quite simply, if you want to try to replicate someone else's success, model your thumbnails and your titles after theirs, those people within your niche. So go to the biggest channels in your niche, the ones that are blowing up, and look at their thumbnails and look at their titles and use that information to create your own thumbnails and your own titles and work on getting your click-through rate as high as possible. So what is the next most important metric that YouTube looks at after click-through rate? Well, naturally, YouTube doesn't just want you to click on that video and then click off the video and go do something else. It wants you to click on that video and watch the content. So the next thing YouTube looks at is view duration. So that said, clickbait is not enough. You actually have to keep people on your video. And MrBeast offered some great tips on how to do that, which I'll cover in a second. But again, remember, YouTube's goal is to keep people on its platform. So remember the scenario I just said where if 10 videos were shown around its platform that were just uploaded, and 2 of those videos did better in terms of click-through rate, more people clicked on those videos than the other 8, that's a good signal that YouTube's going to push those 2 videos more than the other ones based on click-through rate. Now, if we look at just those 2 videos that YouTube picked based on click-through rate, If one of those had a higher view duration, meaning more people stayed on that video longer and watched more of that video before leaving that video and go looking at a different video, YouTube is going to push that video even more. So after click-through rate, how do you get people to stay on your video? Well, in the case of MrBeast, sometimes they're related. So for instance, this "I ate the world's largest slice of pizza," it's a very clickable thumbnail, it's a very clickable title, and if someone's clicking on this video, they want to watch MrBeast eat the world's largest slice of pizza. And at the beginning of the video, he says that he restates what they're going to get when they watch this video. So at the beginning of this video, it's likely that he's going to say, "Hey, check out this video because I'm going to eat the world's largest slice of pizza." And then leading up to that moment, he says that he tries to break his videos down into segments, into small sections, so that every few seconds something entertaining happens. Or you can look at it another way. Remove anything that's boring in your video. If it doesn't serve a purpose, if it's not funny or entertaining, get rid of it. So perhaps a good rule of thumb is every 6 to 8 seconds, have something happen. And lastly, a tip that MrBeast offered, which is a very good one, is he says he spends at least an hour a day thinking about video ideas. And so the better the idea, the easier everything else becomes. So to wrap this up, and if we start from the last thing we brought up first, and that is spend an hour of time, at least an hour, coming up with a great idea that will make the rest of the process more easy, then the next thing you want to invest quite a bit of time in is coming up with a fantastic thumbnail and a very clickable title. And then after they click on the video, you want them to stay on your video and watch that video. And so the next thing you want to be concerned with is view duration. And so again, if you have a phenomenal idea at the beginning, it's going to make the thumbnail easier to come up with, and it's also going to help keep people on your video anyways. If you focus on those things and increase those numbers, watch what it will do for your channel. Now, for those of you that are interested in how to get your own MrBeast doll, in the comments below, simply say "Beast me." And I will go through over the next several days and pick a couple people and contact you and send you a MrBeast doll. With that said, I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you in the next video.